Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mount View High School this evening. We got a matchup between the Greenbrier West Cavaliers and the Mount View Knights. It's going to be a good game this evening as the Cavaliers are playing. Well, if they win this game, they're going on to the state tournament in Charleston. And Mount View, they need this one to move on to another game, which will be played against Greenbrier West. So essentially, best 2 out of 3 series, and Greenbrier West took game 1 12-0 at Western Greenbrier just a couple days ago. It was a really good game all around for the Cavaliers. Briley Redden was able to hit a solo home run, as well as Kendall Taylor absolutely emptying the bases with a 2-out double to start the scoring for Greenbrier West. But this is going to be a really good game this evening. We do not have any starting pitcher information for the Knights, but for the Cavaliers, Kendall Taylor is going to be the man on the mound for Greenbrier West tonight. Taylor has been doing pretty good this season on the mound for West as their second pitcher, backing up Briley Redden. She's got a 3.30 ERA, 5-2 on the season, and she's been doing really, really great overall. Excited to see what she can do this evening. But they're going to be facing a Mount View team that, quite frankly, to say they didn't have a good game last time, that's an understatement. This team is 19-8 on the season, and they played not good compared to what they normally do on the season. They have 5 girls that are batting over .390 on the season, which is absolutely incredible. And, yeah, so, and this team, one thing about this team as well, they're not a very experienced team, if that makes any sense. So most of their teammates are juniors and sophomores. They don't have a single senior in their lineup except for Pendry. That's it. She's the only one. All the other girls are sophomores, freshmen, and juniors. So mostly underclassmen for this Mount View Knights team, which is going to really help them in their future, especially considering they've got 3 of their girls batting over .450, which is absolutely incredible. And no, these aren't girls that have come in, played 1 or 2 games. No, these are girls that have played 26 and 27 games this season, respectfully. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one. As you can see, the coaches and the umpires, they're in the middle at home plate, gathering up before the game. We got about 5 minutes till the first pitch, and this is going to be a good, hard-fought game between these two teams. As I said earlier, for those of you just tuning in, this is an elimination game for Mount View as they dropped game number 1 of this series at Greenbrier West this Monday. So it's going to be a really close game. It's going to be a really good game, even though Greenbrier West did dominate that first game. A little bit of statistics for you for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers have a couple batters that are batting over .500 this season, but most of their batters, they've got a few batting over .300 as well. But I mean, obviously the head to watch is Briley Redden, and you got your senior superstars, if you want to call them that. You got Presley Treadway. You've got your starting pitcher, who is Kendall Taylor on the mound this evening, Brooke Patterson, Maddie Fields, and also we got a few others as well. So I mean, but those are your senior big heads for Greenbrier West, and all of them are going to have to show out good this evening, like they did on Monday evening for the Cavaliers to come out and dominate this game, quite frankly, like they did. So we'll see how this game ends up going. I appreciate all of our sponsors for tonight's game. Steve's Towing. I won't charge an arm and a leg. All I want is a tow. Reno Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home. Park Center. Everything outdoors. Choose Park Center. And Treadway's Dirt Work. Nothing's too dirty for us. I appreciate every single one of you guys for sponsoring these games. And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to do them, quite frankly. So thank every single one of you guys. And I'm going to be mentioning those sponsors throughout our game, all 4 of them. And yeah, as this game is about to be underway, National Anthem will be in just a few minutes, but yeah, about 3 minutes from the first pitch this evening. And yeah, as soon as we get some information about the starting pitcher for the Knights, I will let you guys know, but make sure you guys stay tuned. This is Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Channel. We will be right back. Alrighty. And we are back at Mount View High School this evening. As you can see, the Greenbrier West Cavaliers are in their dugout, ready to go. All the coaches ready to get this game started. This is going to be a good, hard-fought match as we've got about 2 minutes till the first pitch here at Mount View. This, for those of you just tuning in, this is an elimination game for the Mount View Knights, but the Cavaliers are up 1-0 in the series, and the way the regional works this year and the way it's going to be working for years to come anyway is there's a best 2 out of 3 series, and the winner of the series does go to the state tournament. And Greenbrier West is already taking game 1 at Western Greenbrier this Monday. So yeah, game 1 has already been played. The score was 12-0. So this is a do or die for Mount View, and they need this game badly. But they're going to bring everything that they have. As I mentioned earlier before we went to break, they have 5 batters that are batting over .390 on the season. You don't see that very often, especially from a group of girls that have played pretty much the whole season. All those girls that I just stated that are batting over .390, all of them have played almost every game this season. They may have missed a game or two because they're pitching, but for the most part, every single one of them have been there. So these girls they had an off night, to be quite frank with you, and they're going to be bringing their A game against Greenbrier West this evening, but let's see if that changes or if Greenbrier West can end their season tonight. But I want to thank all of our sponsors this evening. We've got Steve's Towing. I won't charge an arm and a leg. All I want is a tow. We got Raynell Medical Center, excellent health care right at home. Park Center, everything outdoors. Choose Park Center. And Treadway's Dirt Work, nothing's too dirty for us. Appreciate all of our sponsors that are here for tonight's game. And also wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. This game is being streamed remotely, so if we do miss anything, have a little bit of grace with us. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching this one this evening with us. We got the whole crew ready to go as the national anthem is about to be sung. It is 6 o'clock at Mount View High School this evening for this softball game, and we are about ready to go. As all your Cavaliers giving handshakes to the umpires this evening. We got a 3-man crew for the umps this evening, as we are in regional, so we will have the 3-man. We won't have any more 2-men the rest of the season. It will be 3 guys till the end. So let's get this thing started as the players are being announced for Greenbrier West.
Playing second base, number 1, Ava Price. And the flex, number 9, Gracie Rhodes.
And Ava Price to finish out the lineup for the Cavaliers.
Now for our Mount View High School Lady Knights.
And that will be your starters for Greenbrier West. And the rest of the Cavaliers and coaching staff as well.
Playing right field, number 2, Brianna Hood. Our pitcher for this evening, number 10, Phoebe Dudgeon. At first base, number 7, Kaylee Rose. At third base, number 16, Cheyenne Carter. Playing second base, number 4, Cheyenne Belcher. Our DP for 30, Emily Pendry. Our catcher for this evening, number 1, Taylor Tessner. Center field, number 6, Kaylee Cook. Left field, number 3, Chrislyn York. Number 20, Chelsea Atwell. Number 18, Calissa Short. And number 8, Zoe. You'll now stand for the first banner.
You have the.
Alrighty, and we are ready to get this game underway here from Mount View. It's going to be a good game this evening. As I mentioned earlier, this is an elimination game for Mount View. Best 2 out of 3 series. Greenbrier West took game 1 at Western Greenbrier on Monday night, 12-0. But this Mount View team is not a team to be messed with. They're 6-1 in the region and 19-8 overall. So they had a really slow game, but they're going to do their absolute best to be able to take care of the Cavaliers tonight. The starting pitcher for the Knights is going to be number 10, Phoebe Dungeon. So Dungeon is one of the better pitchers, for Mount View this evening. She's going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck for the Cavaliers, if there's any other way to put it. She's their usual starting pitcher. She's got a 2.94 ERA, 15-7 record, and she's got 24 appearances on the season. So only allowing about 3 runs a game, really. So the Cavaliers are going to have to look to get their bats hot and get them hot early, so they could try to get her out of the game. But nonetheless, the Cavaliers are going to do their absolute best that they can. But they got some more competition than what they had on Monday night. So they're going to have to figure out something in order to be able to take down this Knights team. And as the balls are being called down, starting batter tonight and leading off for the Cavaliers is going to be the pitcher, not pitcher this evening, but Briley Redden, who is the Cavaliers' main pitcher, I should say. She's pitching with a 2.14 ERA, only an 8-6 record, but that does not. If you've seen Briley Redden play, you already know that record does not do her justice with the way she plays. So let's get this game underway here at Mount View. First pitch. Let's do this thing. First pitch is away at Redden. The ball's going to be low and downstairs for ball number 1. Alrighty, pitches away. Catcher marks it in the middle of the strike zone, and she's going to chase it for strike number 1. A little bit of a high pitch there from the pitcher, Dungeon. Right down the middle, and Redden's going to hit it, and it's going to make it into the center field for a base hit by Briley Redden, and that's going to be a stand-up double. A great early start here for the Cavaliers. Great start here for the Greenbrier West Cavaliers, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're West. Getting this game started early with a double from Briley Redden. Now up to bat for the Cavaliers is going to be the freshman, Diane Porter. She's going to show bunt. Umpire's going to say it is low for ball number 1. Redden wants to try to get to third base as soon as possible, as she's already in scoring position. Pitches away. And she misses the bunt. The strike will be called. That'll even the count at 1-1. Redden remains at second base. Diane Porter is batting at .344 on the season. She's got 21 runs and 22 hits on the season, so with 15 RBIs. So, and she's a speedster if you've ever watched her. So, pitches down low there. She goes for it. That's going to be strike number 2. Porter really wants to do her absolute best to move the runner here. Let's see if she can manage. She leads the Cavaliers this season in stolen bases. 1-2 pitch is on the outside edge. Umpire will call a ball. This is going to be ball 2 to even the count. And it's chipped out of bounds for the Cavaliers. Now up to bat is Maddie Fields for Greenbrier West. Fields fouls that first pitch off. Dudgeon. The pitch is away, and Fields is going to show bunt, and she gets it down, but it's going to go just foul off the left side of the infield. That'll keep Redden at second base. Trying to move her to the absolute best of their ability, but they have not been able to do it. Dudgeon has been doing a great job at keeping Redden at second base, forcing her to stay where she's at and not move. Fields is going to see if she can change that as the third batter in the lineup pitches away. And that one's going to be low, and it will advance Redden to third base. Nice job by the catcher, able to get it down to third base, but it's not quick enough as Redden is going to advance. One-two pitch. And it's going to be popped up. The pitcher, Dudgeon, calls for it. And she's going to catch it. That's going to be out number 2 for West. So they were able to move the runner, but only off of a wild pitch. And now it's going to come down to the star-studded senior stud, Presley Treadway. Treadway with Redden on third base. Going to see what she can do to be able to move her and get her home. Dudgeon looks to the right. Throws the pitch. Off the outside of her bat. A little bit late there is Treadway. She's batting .371 on the season. She's got 26 hits for the Cavaliers and 27 ribbies. Pitches away from Dudgeon. And it looks like it hit the inside of her knee. It did. That's going to be a hit by pitch. And that's going to put runners on the corners with 2 away. And now up to bat for your Cavaliers is going to be the catcher, Brooklyn Adkins. Adkins, just a junior, but don't let that fool you. She's averaging 400 on the season. And she gets one down the middle, and they're going to hold Redden at third base. Nice job there by the catcher to be able to hold Redden where she's at. It's going to be strike 1 on Adkins. But also that's going to move Treadway to second. So we've got 2 runners in scoring position. A hit pretty much brings both of them home. Ball 1. The pitch is upstairs on Adkins. Adkins, a speedster as well. So great job by head coach Steve Fields of Greenbrier West, putting all of his speedsters back to back to back to back. He's got Porter, Fields, Treadway, and Adkins all back to back in the lineup. And Adkins rips one into the left center field. That's going to drop, and it's going to be a double for Brooklyn Adkins. And Greenbrier West leads this game now 2-0. Nice hit there by Brooklyn Adkins, clearing the bases. And we got an early 2-0 lead here for the Cavaliers, and they are not done yet as they've got another senior stud batting .314 up to the plate. And that's Kendall Taylor, who's also your starting pitcher for the game today. Dudgeon wants to see if she can shut out the rest of this inning. Let's see what she can do. Pitch is high and outside. Nice job by the catcher to be able to keep it from going to the backstop and advancing Adkins. because pretty much any infield hit is going to score Brooklyn as fast as she is. So you want to do your absolute best to keep her off of third base to the best of their ability. Dudgeon pitches away. Swings a little bit late. That's going to be strike one. Count is evened up at 1-1. One runner on second base, as you can see right there, is Brooklyn Atkins, who just hit the double to give West their 2 runners of the game. Dudgeon rolls the ball to her side. Pitches away. And it's going to be upstairs for ball 2. A little bit high there is Phoebe Dudgeon on the pitch. The catcher stands up and is ready to spot the pitch there for Dudgeon. Pitches away, and it's going to be grounded. And nice job there by the first baseman, the third baseman, but not a good throw at all. She threw it about 4 feet to the left of the base. That's not only going to advance Atkins, that's going to put Taylor on first base. So now we have the same situation, runners at the corner. And now up to bat for Greenbrier West is going to be the lone lefty, Brooke Patterson, who is also a senior for Greenbrier West. Patterson bats .231 on the season. She's got 15 hits, 20 RBIs. She's got a couple doubles, more triples than doubles, which is pretty unique, but still pretty cool. Let's see if she can. She'd love to have one right here. The pitch is going to be away for ball 1, but it doesn't matter because it's going to advance the runner. Patterson sees it, and she swings at 1 low. That makes the count 1-1 to even it up. And courtesy runner for the Cavaliers is going to be number 5, McKenna Fields. Maddie Fields' sister. Pitches away to Patterson. And it's going to be upstairs for ball 2. Last thing you want to do is load the bases here if you're Dudgeon. She's almost gone through the whole order of the lineup here in just the first inning. But she can keep this damage at a minimum if she can take care of Patterson. Pitches away for Dudgeon. Patterson shows bunt. And it gets down on the ground, and it's going to be a foul ball. It's going to make the count 2-2 to even it up. A little bit of an interesting call. Might have tried to cause a little bit of confusion there if you're West. Maybe trying to see if you can get a steal there of home plate. Pitches away and outside, full count. Full count on Brooke Patterson. Cavaliers with runners on second and third with 2 away here in the top of the first inning. They've already scored off of the Brooklyn Atkins double. And they are not going to score anymore. Nice job there by Dudgeon to get her first K of the game. She's going to sit Patterson down. This is Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the bottom of the first inning.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
Alrighty, welcome everyone. We are back at Mount View High School. The Greenbrier West Cavaliers are playing the Mount View Knights this evening. It is the bottom of the first inning. Cavaliers were able to get 2 runs in off of a Brooklyn Atkins double. Which is pretty huge there for the Cavaliers. That makes Atkins' 8th double of the year, so doing pretty good. She's batting now over 400 on the season, but now up to bat for the Knights is going to be number 23, Malaya Barnes. Barnes shows bunt on the first pitch. And Taylor throws one outside for ball number 1. Taylor wants to see if she can set down the order quick. Malaya, pretty fast, but not fast enough. She tries to get the butt down, and the Cavaliers are able to sit her down for out number 1. Cavaliers want to make as quick work as possible of the order of Mount View if they can. And now up to bat for Mount View is going to be number 2, Rihanna Wood. Hood's batting 180 on the season. She's got 31 runs. 11 hits, and she got 14 ribbies to go along with it. Second pitch away. Strike. Hood tries to choke up on her bat there a little bit. And the pitch is away and swung on extremely late. And the pitch is away, and just the outside, good eye there by Hood. That's going to even the count at 2-2. Alrighty, and that one's going to be foul-tipped and back. It's going to stay at an even count. Hood staying alive there. Taylor's just going to try to get one past her, but she's already spoiled 2. Can she spoil another or get a hit? Yes, she can. She's going to hit it to the left side, and it's going to be just foul, so she stays alive. Taylor spins the ball in her hand. Atkins gives her the sign. Pitch. She chips it, and it's going to stay fair. Or did it go foul? I believe they're going to call it foul. No, excuse me, it is going to be fair. Nice job there by Hood, able to beat out Kendall Taylor, the pitcher. And that's going to be an infield single for Rihanna Hood. That'll put a runner on first base. And now up to bat for the Knights is going to be number 10, Phoebe Dudgeon. She's also your pitcher this evening for Mount View. Swings late there at the first pitch for strike number 1. Dudgeon's batting .486 on the year. And to make matters even worse for the Cavaliers, there's 3 of them that are batting over .450. So Dudgeon might be the best one percentage-wise, but they've got 2 other ones that are also batting over .480. Second pitch is going to be a called strike down the middle for strike number 2. But Dudgeon, not something she has seen a million times before. Let's see if she can make Taylor pay. Ball number 1. It's going to be a 1-2 count here. Or excuse me, 1-1. 1-1 is the count to even it up. Taylor wants it on the inside. It's going to be popped up to Ava Price. That's short, and that's going to be the end of the first inning. The Cavaliers lead the Knights 2-0. Nothing across there for Mount View. We will be right back. This is Matthew Thomas on the Greenbrier Valley Sports Channel. Welcome back, everybody. This is Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Top of the second inning is about to start. Greenbrier West leads Mount View 2-0 here as we're about to start the top of the second. Appreciate all of our sponsors this evening for tonight's game. We've got Steve's Towing. I won't charge an arm and a leg. All I want is a tow. Absolutely love that saying. It cracks me up every time. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home. Park Center for everything outdoors. Choose Park Center. And Treadway's Dirt Work. Nothing's too dirty for us. Alrighty, I appreciate all of our sponsors for tonight's game. It wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you guys. Now, let's play some ball. Edens is going to be up to bat here for the Cavaliers. She bats 8th in the lineup. Eden sees it low. 4-ball number 1. If you're Mount View here, you want to see a really quick 1-2-3 top of the second inning to try to get those hot bats going. I mean, I read those stats out to you guys earlier. Mount View is capable of going off at any point in time. They haven't been able to against the Cavaliers in this series or the last, but it can happen at any point in time. So, and the pitch is up, and she did bite at it. That's going to be strike 1 on Edens. Edens is batting .444 on the season. Only played 9 games, but still doesn't take anything away from the way she's hit. She's got a double, 3 RBIs, and she's got 4 hits as well. So, yeah, Edens has got some playing time. Let's see if she can create some damage here. The pitch is going to be outside to Edens. 2-1 count. These teams are pretty evenly matched as well. Mount View is 6-1 in the region. Greenbrier West is 4-0. Swing and a miss there by Edens to even the count at 2-2. Like I was saying, the Cavaliers are 4-0 in the region in the Coalfields. And Mount View is 6-1, so and their overall records, West is 17-8, and Mount View is 19-8. So these teams are as even as you can get. It's going to be a called strike 3. Edens is going to try to beat it out, and she will. It's going to be a strikeout for Dudgeon, but unfortunately, it's going to be a pass ball, make it to the backstop, and it's going to put Edens on first base. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is going to be one of their speedsters, another one of their speedsters, I should say, Ava Price. I mean, they've got a full lineup of really fast players, does Greenbrier West. Price, a little bit of a swinging bunt there, but it's going to go just foul. 0-1 is the count. Eden's not a ton of speed there at first base, but if it is a bunt and she's got just enough time, she's going to be able to beat it out to be able to get to second base. So Mountain View better be ready. Dudgeon, the pitch is away. Price shows bunt. Great defense there by the third baseman. 0-2. If it's hit straight to that third baseman, it's going to have to be a good bunt for Price, but she's going to have to be swinging away here, because a foul ball on a bunt is a strikeout. So runner on first base still is Edens. And Price swings and misses. She's going to strike out. That's going to be the second strikeout of the evening for Dudgeon. And the Cavaliers are now back up to the top of the order. Riley Redden's going to start it out for West. She had a double into the center field her first time up. She'd absolutely love to repeat that again. Pitches away, she swings. Got a nice piece of aluminum on it, but it's going to be hit well foul. 0-1. Trying to move that runner up to second base. We'll do their best to get Eden there. Dudgeon sees the pitch, and this one's going to be grounded up, and they're going to get, no, they're not going to get the lead runner. It is dropped by Belcher, the freshman. Unfortunately, Belcher was not quite able to make the play. And that's going to bring Diane Porter up to bat. Another one of the speedsters for the Cavaliers. That's stuff, unfortunately, you do not want to see if you're Mount View. And the Cavaliers are going to have a courtesy runner. It's going to be Caitlin Bevins. I think. Alrighty. Unfortunate error there, though, by the Knights. The good thing is for them, there's still an option for the double play, or if they could get a strikeout here on Porter. Porter is just a freshman, so let's see what Dudgeon can do. Dudgeon's had a couple unfortunate things that should have been outs, the pass ball and then now the error. But let's see if her team can make up for it. And that one's going to be popped right up, and we are not going to have any play, unfortunately. Dudgeon was, Bevins didn't see it. Bevins going to hold on, or excuse me, Dudgeon held onto the ball as Bevins did not see that the ball was popped up, and that's going to be the end of the top of the second inning. We're going to go into the bottom of the second, and I mean, that's life right there for the Mount View Knights. We will be right back. This is Matthew Thomas on the Greenbrier Valley channel. Don't go anywhere.
Reno Medical Center is located in the heart of Reno and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Reno Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And we are back out at Mount View as the Cavaliers are facing the Mount View Knights. The Mount View Knights were able to get out of the top of the second with a double play. And we've already got action. Number 7, Rose, was able to hit it into the outfield, but it's going to be caught by the freshman Gracie Rhodes for out number 1. A nice piece of hitting there from Rose, trying to make some damage happen. Rose bats .464 on the season, so that's the hot bats I was telling you about for Mount View, and they were trying to make them work as she was the cleanup hitter. Now up to bat is Cheyenne Carter. She's going to be the 5th hitter in the lineup. Taylor, the pitch is away. She swings low at strike number 1. The game is 2-0, but like I've been saying earlier, that can change with just a couple swings of the bat. Carter a little bit late on that pitch. It's going to be strike 2. Taylor wants to see if she can finish out this inning as quickly as possible. But Mount View wants to see if they have other plans. Taylor, the pitch is away. It's going to be on the outside edge. The count is 2-2 to even it up. Taylor swings low. Carter tries to beat it out, and she is not going to be able to. Nice play there by the third baseman to get it over to Redden, who is the usual pitcher for the Cavaliers, was the first baseman this evening. And that's going to be 2 away here for Mount View. Mount View really wants to get their bats going against these Cavaliers. And now up to bat for your Knights is going to be number 4, Cheyenne Belcher. Belcher bats 6th in the lineup. And it's going to be a pitch inside. It's going to be strike number 1 on Belcher as she chokes up on her bat. Belcher's batting .397 on the season, and she rips one. It's going to get into the infield. Porter tries to make a play on it, and she does. Nice job there from Porter. And it is a 1-2-3 bottom of the second inning. Greenbrier West leads Mount View 2-0 as we head into the top of the third inning. This is Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, and we are back at Mount View High School as the Cavaliers are facing the Mount View Knights this evening. Mount View went 1-2-3 with their 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the bottom of the second inning. And now Greenbrier West will be up to bat. Maddie Fields, the third hitter in the lineup, so the Cavaliers will have their 3, 4, and 5 girls to go here. The Cavaliers ended the top of the second with a little bit of a failed bunt. Diane Porter accidentally popped it straight up into the air, and nice awareness there from the pitcher, Dudgeon. She was able to catch the pop-up, and she didn't even throw it over to the shortstop. She just took it straight away by herself and made the double play because Bevins, unfortunately, didn't realize that the ball was popped up. So let's get this game going. And Maddie Fields now is your batter for the Cavaliers. Maddie Fields, a senior, bats .383. She's got 35 runs on the season, 31 hits, 24 RBIs, 8 doubles, 6 triples. And she's also got 4 dingers to go along with it as well. Dudgeon wants to see if she can make some damage happen against West. She has a .294 ERA, so she's up to about what she averages on the season. So wants to try to keep it at that 2 runs, and hopefully her offense can make some moves to get them back in this game. Cavaliers want to see if they can have other plans to shut the door. Dudgeon gets it right down the middle. Nice pitch. Field swung a little bit under that one. Dudgeon. Sees it low to Fields. Maddie Fields almost looks like she's trying to decide if she's going to choke up on her bat or not. Regardless, for those of you that are wondering how the regional seeding is going to work, this is a win or lose, or must-win game, for Mount View. And this ball is going to make it into center field with the speedy Fields. Nice job there by the center fielder, Cook, for Mount View to be able to hold Fields at a single. She's one of those that could turn one of those little short outfield hits into a double. So nice job there by Cook to be able to get it in as quickly as possible. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is one of the senior studs, Presley Treadway. Treadway shows bunt, and this one's going to make it to the backstop. Fields might be able to get third. She is going to get third. Oh, my goodness. It looks like the catcher wasn't able to find the ball as soon as it was pitched. And the ball, that's going to advance her all the way. All the way to third base. And not sure what the call is here, but they're going to move Fields back to second base. Not really sure what happened there, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 1-0 count on Treadway. And this ball is going to be popped up to the second baseman, Belcher, and that's going to be the first out of the top of the third for Mount View. Now I can see already. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is going to be Brooklyn Atkins, the junior catcher. A nice play there by the second baseman, Belcher, earlier to make the play. And Atkins showed bunt. She pulls away, but it doesn't matter because it's going to advance Fields regardless. If your reaction isn't like you trying to smack a fly on your arm, you're not going to be able to get Fields. She's too fast. If this ball hits anywhere near the backstop, you better not blink because she's going to be at home plate by the time you do. 1-0 count here on Brooklyn Adkins. Pitches away here. And it's going to be swung on and missed. Adkins was aiming for the moon on that pitch right there. She was swinging hard. Missed it just a tad late. Runner on third base here for the Cavaliers. The count is evened up. And a little bit of a lead there. Dudgeon pitched that one a little bit low. 2-1 is the count. Atkins wants to see if she can drive this runner home, be able to make the most of this lead and expand it even more for West. And a changeup, a nice changeup there from Dudgeon. And that's going to put Brooklyn Adkins away with 2 outs. Beautiful changeup there from Dudgeon. That's going to be her 4th K of the game. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is the pitcher, Kendall Taylor. Taylor swings a little bit low there on the pitch. The count is 0-1. Taylor sees it from Dudgeon. And the ball is upstairs, but nice job there by the catcher to be able to keep it from going to the backstop. Fields is ready to steal if the ball does. Dudgeon sees it. And Taylor gets a nice piece of the bat on that ball. But it is just foul. 1-2. Fields antsy to get home. But Dudgeon says absolutely not today. Or at least that's what she's showing right now with this 1-2 count. Can she keep it that way? The pitch is away, and it is going to stay fair this time. Dudgeon throws to first base. Seen a couple errors earlier in the game by Mount View, but there isn't that time. That's going to end the top of the 3rd inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd for Mount View to bat. The Cavaliers lead the Knights 2-0 here. This is Matthew Thomas on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere. For those of you that didn't have to go take a pee break, we're going to go ahead and show the replay of the little play that just happened this past inning with Presley Treadway here. And then there's the pass ball. We're trying to see exactly what happened there. Oh, it looks like the ball went all the way up on the ledge. You got to be kidding me. Us over here. So for those of you that are watching, we are also remote as well. So we're seeing exactly what you guys see as well. And we were very confused whenever they called Fields back to second base. So it appears the ball went over that little ledge, as you can see right there where the brick is. It looks like it landed on that netting and stayed there. So pretty interesting. But we're back to ball anyway. Bottom of the 3rd. The count is 1-0. And that's going to be a strike. The count's going to be 1-1. Unfortunately, I do not know who is batting right now because I don't see the number on her jersey. But I will get that for you guys as soon as available. Oh, my goodness. Pitch was a little bit of a tip there, and then it went right back and hit the face of Brooklyn Atkins, but that is why you wear a catcher's mask. Nice job there by Atkins to take it. And as usual, she's a tough gal, so. And the swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strikeout. And that was by number 30, Pendry. Pendry is your 7th batter in the lineup. And now up to bat is going to be number 6, Kaylee Cook. She's the 8th batter in the lineup. And she swings at one and whacks it foul. A little bit late there on the pitch. Cook wants to see if she can make some damage happen. She swings at one again. This one is going to get foul over the Mount View dugout, but it's going to be an 0-2 count with one away. Cook a lefty for the Mount View Knights. Taylor, the pitch. It's going to be low for ball number 1. Kendall Taylor has pitched so far. I mean, if you could say there's really no other word other than perfect. Honestly. She wants to see if she can keep that up to the best of her ability. Cook evens the count at 2-2. But the thing is, it is only a 2-run game, so anything could happen. Taylor spins the ball, pitches. And that one gets up in her. And it looks like it hit the home plate umpire. Looks like it shook him up a little bit. And we couldn't really see what it was. Looks like we might have had a technical difficulty there for just a second. See if we can get it right back up for you guys. In the meantime, we have some stats here for Miss Cook. Cook is currently batting .391 on the season. She's got 69 at-bats. She's got 16 runs, 27 hits, 23 ribbies, 5 doubles, and 2 triples. So pretty dangerous threat for anything except for home runs if you're Cook. So yeah, very, very dangerous hitter, almost batting .400 on the season. So almost hitting 4 out of every 10 balls. And a lot of people look at that in high school and they look at it as it's an easy thing to do. But if you guys have ever played baseball or softball, you understand that it is not easy to bat anything above 300. It's not easy at all. And that's why a lot of these kids will have offers coming out of high school for these teams because, I mean, these are 2 star-studded, star-filled teams in Greenbrier West and Mount View. And the fact that they're able to have so many players between these 2 teams batting over 300 goes to say not only the work that these players have put in, but also the coaches, head coach Thomas Bell and also head coach Steve Price for the Cavaliers have both done a fantastic job leading these programs. And it appears we are back at Mount View. Nice job there by Harry Vance to be able to get our producer to be able to get the stream back up and running. Pitch is going to be swinged on and tipped back by number 3, Chrislyn York. York is the 9th batter in the lineup for Mount View. And it looks like we got another one, another freeze. I mean, on the bright side, I can always say more stats to you guys. That's not an issue at all. Anyways, but back to what I was saying earlier. It's a very, very good testament to, and we're back, never mind, just kidding, no testaments. We'll get back to that if we have another technical difficulty to give me something to talk about. We're back to the game. Kendall Taylor is pitching to number 3, Chrislyn York, the sophomore. Pitches away, and it's going to be a little bit late off the bat of York, and it's going to go right over the away dugout of Greenbrier West. Taylor going to see if she can make some damage happen and be able to sit down York. And the pitch is away, swung on and fouled on. All right. Taylor looks over the right field. Pitches away. York is battling and fighting away to try to make something happen. Wants to see if she could keep her team alive and see if she could create a little bit of a spark, because right now this team's wanting to find on the batting, doing fantastic pitching, but they need it on the bats, and she's going to foul tip it again. That's 3 straight foul tips there by Chrislyn York. York is currently batting .237 on the season. She's got 29 runs, 18 hits, 10 ribbies, and 1 double on the season. A little bit more of a speedster is York. So that's why she's trying to find any way to get herself on base here. Taylor pitches away, and another foul tip there from York. She's going to run Kendall's pitch count up to about 50,000 if she keeps this up. Regardless, it only counts if you get on base. This is a hard-fought battle between these two. Taylor pitches away, and she is going to get it, and nice job there by Kendall Taylor, able to get out of this inning. That's going to be the it of the 3rd inning. This is Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the top of the 4th inning.
Renown Medical Center is located in the heart of Renown and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Renown Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
Alrighty, and we are back here at Greenbrier West, at Mount View. Wrong location. Greenbrier West is where we played on Monday evening. This is the 21st of May, Matthew. Good grief. Anyways, we're back. Top of the 4th inning here from Mount View High School as the Greenbrier West Cavaliers are facing the Mount View Knights. This has been a really close game all night. Neither team has been able to get their bats rolling, and that's what both teams are looking for. Mount View not been able to get much at all with only 1 or 2 bat runners on the game. And the Cavaliers had a really explosive first inning, but have been shut out by Miss Phoebe Dudgeon 6th inning. So great testament to Kendall Taylor and Phoebe Dudgeon to be able to keep all these runners off the base pads. And that's despite Dudgeon having 2 errors and a pass ball to deal with. So, yeah, she's done just as good as Taylor, just unfortunate a few errors, and she's going to stay on the mound here as she faces the lone lefty for the Cavaliers, Brooke Patterson, who chokes up on her bat, looking for a solo homer. Dudgeon sees the pitch. She shows bunt. This one's going to stay fair. Patterson, is she going to have the speed to get to first base? Yes, she does. That's going to be a in-the-field single for Brooke Patterson. Nice job there by Brooke to be able to get herself an infield single. And that's going to bring up Edens, the next to bat, the 8th one here for the Cavaliers. Edens hasn't seen as many plate appearances as these other girls have this season, but she's been getting some more minutes or some more time, I guess you could say, as of late. The throw is down to second base to try to get Patterson. Nice throw there by the catcher, but unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Patterson, or the ball was dropped by the second baseman, unfortunately. Not able to make the play was number 23, Barnes. That's going to put Patterson on second base. Edens sees it from Dudgeon. She shows bunt. Pitch is going to be outside. Patterson wants to see if she can make something happen here on the base pads, and Dudgeon wants to keep her away from home plate as much as she possibly can. Let's see who's going to win the battle. Pitches away. Shows bunt again, and this one is going to stay fair. The third baseman throws. Nice play there. That's going to move Patterson over to third base, but will be the first out of the 4th inning here for the Cavaliers. Nice defense there by number 16, Carter, able to make the play at third base. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is going to be number 1, Ava Price. Price is where the speed starts for Greenbrier West. She's batting .314 on the season. She's got herself a home run as well. And the ball is going to be passed into the backstop, and that's going to score Patterson just like that. Greenbrier West is going to make some damage happen as they are able to get home on that pass ball. The count's going to be 1-0 here on Ava Price, but unfortunately for the Knights, they weren't able to keep Patterson from scoring, so that's going to make it a 3-0 lead here for Greenbrier West. This game is still nowhere near over, though. Mountain View just needs to get those bats rolling. Price hits a ground ball up the center field gap, and it's going to be fumbled by the center fielder, but Price is going to choose to stay here at first base. Nice job there by Greenbrier West to be able to get themselves on first base. And we are already back up to the top of the lineup for the 3rd time. It's going to be Briley Redden who's playing first base today. Briley Redden started off this game with a nice double, so Cavaliers would like to see her do it again, but Mountain View wants to see the exact opposite. The pitch is low, and nice job there by the catcher to be able to stop it. The pitch is thrown down to second base, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. That's going to advance Ava Price with the stolen base. That's going to move her into scoring position. Redden wants to see if she could get herself a whack at this one, be able to create some damage. Cavaliers would like to be able to make this to where bases would have to be loaded, in a grand slam would have to happen for the Knights to be able to come back. Dudgeon eyeing the batter. Pitches away. Redden takes an absolute whack at this one. It is going to be well foul. That Jeep barely dodged that ball. Just over the front windshield. That's not something you want to see if you're a Jeep owner. Dudgeon nods her head. Let's see if that's good or bad. Pitches away. It's going to be low, and it is to the backstop. So it is not a good thing. That's going to move Ava Price to third base on a pass ball. And now the Cavaliers are threatening to make this a 4-0 game with pretty much anything. All it'll take is a base hit a pass ball, just about anything, because Price is another one of those speedsters. Dudgeon wants to keep her there. Pitches away. Redden absolutely crushes one, and it's going to make it to the outfield. It's going to be foul. Almost looks like it hit a fan there for a second. Hopefully everyone is okay. It appears as they are. Redden with a 1-2 count here. Nice job by Joe Sharp on the camera. Able to get us that view of third base. Pitches away from Dudgeon. Way high. And the catcher shows that she's going to throw it to third base, but chooses not to. The Knights really, really, really need an out here. Almost as bad as they want to keep that runner on third base. Let's see what their coach decides to do. Above all else, they want to see runners come home. And we got time called here by the home plate umpire. Looks like some dust was flying in. Seems like we have reports of the Tasmanian Devil coming in from Charmco trying to create a distraction on Dudgeon. Don't know if that's allowed. Pitches away. It's going to be low. Nice job there by the catcher to keep it in front of her. But that's going to be a walk and put runners on the corners. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is the speedster freshman who leads the Cavaliers with 22 steals on the season, is Diane Porter. Porter, the bunting specialist, is going to watch strike number one so she can move Briley Redden up to second base. That's going to take away the chance for a double play. Unless if we have a pop ball, or excuse me, a pop fly. Dudgeon is going to try to limit this damage as much as possible. Pitches away. Porter shows bunt. She's going to bunt it straight up, but it's going to make it to the backstop. Unfortunately for the Knights, the catcher was not able to find it. Might be telling her to throw off that mask next time, but the catcher's done a great job keeping the ball away from the backstop as much as possible. But it's not really going to matter unless if they can keep these runners still at at second and third. Porter ready for the at-bat. 0-2 is the count. Price and Redden ready to score. Dudgeon, the pitch is away. And it's going to be a ground ball. The play, they're going to choose first base. That's not the one I would choose. She's a real speedster, and that's going to score both runners. It's going to be an RBI single, and the Cavaliers will now lead 5-0 and get Diane Porter on first base. That's the last Cavalier you want to see on first base if you're Mount View. Honestly, as fast as Porter is, you almost want to hold that if you're the shortstop. But it's really hard in Tipton not to want to throw that to first base because, I mean, she still made a good play there on the ground. But you got to make it snappy. You got to make it quick if you're going to make that play just because of how fast she is. Maddie Fields is going to be the one bunting, and Porter's going to go to steal. And she's going to be in there. Nice throw there by the catcher, but was not able to get it into Barnes quick enough. That's going to advance Porter into scoring position. Cavaliers are already up 5-0 in this game. Scoring rules do apply in this regional game. So if it is 10-0 for the Cavaliers by the bottom, or excuse me, if the Cavaliers are up by 10 or more by the fifth, the game will be over. And that one is another ball hits the catcher, or excuse me, hits the umpire. And he's going to be down there for a second. Hopefully he's all right on the play. It looks like it hit him in the chest plate and knocked the breath out of him. And he's back up, and it appears appears that he's doing all right. It looks like it knocked the breath out of him there for a second. These umpires do a great job. A lot of people like to say things about umpires, and I mean there are times where they might have games that are a struggle, but there's not very many umpires in this state that do every single game. And these guys, I mean, there's a reason why they're in regionals. They were voted to be there because of how good and consistent they are. So appreciate these three men for doing such a great job throughout the season. And it appears that the home plate umpire is good to go. This is going to be an 0-1 count. After about a 1.5-minute break there, looks like we're about ready to be back up to play. And it looks like Coach Bell talking over there, Coach Thomas Bell talking to home plate umpire, trying to get on the same page, cracking a few jokes with him, making sure he's all right. And it looks like we're about ready to get back to playing some softball here at Mount View. For those of you that weren't tuned in earlier, this is an elimination game for the Knights. The Knights lost at Greenbrier West on Monday, 12-0. So if the Knights lose this evening, and here's a pop-up by Fields, and the play was not able to be made by the catcher. So it's going to be an 0-2 count here on Maddie Fields. But like I was saying, this is a elimination game for the Knights as they lost at Western Greenbrier to the Cavaliers. So they're going to see if they can stretch this to a Game 3 and potentially make it to states, as the winner of this series will go to the state tournament in Charleston. So, yeah, this is definitely something you want to see if you're Mount View, to try to extend this game as much as possible. They just want to get those bats going, man. That's really all there is to it. And Mount View, I've read their stats to you earlier. They are very capable of making this a game. Pitches away from Dudgeon. The ball is going to be very high upstairs. Porter probably could have thrown that as it was a changeup. A nice job there by the catcher to hold her up and not let her go there, as it is a little bit of a shorter throw. And even though Porter's speedy, the catcher's got a strong arm as well to pick her off. Dudgeon, the pitch is away. And this one is going to make it to the outfield. Maddie Fields shot one up the right center gap. And Porter's going to go score. It's going to be 6-0. Greenbrier West will lead. That'll put Maddie Fields on first base. And West is going to lead this game 6-0. Greenbrier West putting on a hitting clinic here at Mount View. Want to see if they can continue this. Dudgeon is having trouble catching a break right now. She's pitching a pretty good game, but between errors and between pass balls and between the speed of Greenbrier West, she's having trouble keeping the runners away from home. This one is swung on, and it's going to make it over to second base. And it's going to be a stolen base again for Maddie Fields. That's going to be Maddie Fields' that's going to be her 17th stolen base on the season. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is going to be Presley Treadway, the senior superstar in volleyball, basketball, and now softball. And Treadway sees it. She shoots one over to the left, but a nice play there by the first baseman. Able to make the play off of the ball being hit. My goodness, that was a great play by the first baseman. That was incredible. The ball hit the first base bag, but she still manages to stay in front of it and get the out. It'll still move Fields to third base, though. Brooklyn Atkins is going to see if she can move her home. Pitches away. Atkins pops it straight up to the third baseman. And the third baseman, Carter, able to make the play, and that's going to be the end of the top of the fourth inning. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth here in just a few moments. This is Matthew Thomas on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And we are back at Mount View High School. The Greenbrier West Cavaliers lead the Mount View Knights 6-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Cavaliers have been able to get the runners on base, and they've been able to get them home. In Mount View, they've struggled a good bit, to say the least, this game, unfortunately for them. They've had several opportunities, but unfortunately they've had a few hard-hit balls, and every single time Greenbrier West has caught them. But let's see if they can make something happen here. Barnes is up to bat here at the top of the lineup here for the Knights. She's going to swing and miss there at strike one to start off this bottom of the fourth inning. Kendall Taylor still at the mound for West, pitching a perfect game so far. This is only their second time through the lineup. Nice job there by Ava Price, and she's going to get her foot on the bag just before the play is made. And that's going to be out number one here for the Mount View Knights. And now up to bat for your Knights is going to be number 2, Rihanna Hood. Hood, one of the speedsters for Mount View. Going to see if she can get herself on base. She chokes up just a tad. And she's going to go to bunt. She's going to get the bunt down. She's going to make it. She does make it safe there. Nice infield hit there by Hood. I keep calling her Wood. She might as well be Wood, as good as she gets that bat down, but still, this is great speed there from Hood. Nice job there from her. Able to get the first base runner of the game for Mount View. And now up to bat for Mount View is going to be number 10, Phoebe Dudgeon. She's the pitcher for this evening's game. Dudgeon's pitched a pretty good game, but unfortunately with errors and pass balls, it's a 6-run game. For those of you that don't believe me, because I'm just the commentator, I don't know nothing. She's got a 2.94 ERA on the season, so she's a very, very solid pitcher, above average on the season. Yep, there we go, the little commentator badge down there at the bottom of your screen. And Dudgeon is going to hit one. They're going to get Hood at second base. Not able to ground two. But that's going to hold. That's going to hold a runner at just first base and get another out and get the lead runner. Exactly what the Cavaliers wanted to do. Now there's 2 outs. And that'll put Dudgeon on first base. And now up to bat for your Knights is going to be number 7, Kaylee Rose. And it looks like we have a courtesy runner here for Miss Dudgeon. Rose sees it against Taylor. The pitch is going to be a little bit to the outside. That's going to make the count 1-0 to start out this at bat. Taylor. Pitch is also to the outside. Both pitches pretty much near the same spot on the outside corner, one just a little bit higher than the other. Taylor spins the ball. In her right hand pitches. And this one's going to be popped up. And it's going to be two. Oh my goodness, it was to Gracie Rhodes, but she dropped it. That's going to be an error. And it's going to move. Oh my goodness, the ball's thrown to the outfield. The runner tries to move to third base. She's going to be in a rundown, and it's going to get her out. Oh my goodness, nice play there by Diane Porter, and that's going to get Greenbrier West out of the inning. Nice job there by Maddie Fields, or excuse me, by Presley Treadway and Diane Porter to be able to get the runner out. Oh my goodness, we're going to show you that replay here for a second. That was such a good play there by the Cavaliers. As you can see, the ball was popped up there to the outfield. Rhodes dealing with a bunch of sun there, wasn't able to make the play. Patterson grabs the ball and threw it, but unfortunately it got past Price. And no, excuse me, it was Fields. And Fields just shot a rifle over to Porter and was able to get the runner before she got to third base. Nice job there by the Cavaliers. Oh my goodness. We're not even going to go to break after that one. I'm a little bit too excited. Top of the fifth inning here. 6-0 here. The Cavaliers do lead. Thank you so much to our sponsors. As you can see there on your screen, I appreciate all four of you guys, all four of our sponsors this evening. Steve's Towing, Raynell Medical Center. Let me get the other ones here on my little cheat sheet here real quick. We got Park Center and Treadway's Dirt Work as well. I appreciate all four of our sponsors this evening. We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys, so thank you guys very much for sponsoring. And if you guys or anybody is interested in sponsoring or partnering with the channel, we are more than happy to contact you. Send us a DM on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you are watching, at the Greenbrier Valley channel, and we will see it. If you would like to sponsor with us or anything of those sorts to get your brand some more visibility, get your company some more visibility. And thank you so much to all of our local businesses for helping out the Greenbrier channel, being able to deliver high quality video production, game in and game out. We wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys, so thank you all very much for sponsoring, supporting the channel. But now we are about to get back to some softball. For the Cavaliers, up to bat is going to be your pitcher for this evening, number 8, Kendall Taylor. Taylor and Dudgeon here as they face each other. And the ball is passed right there, but thankfully for the Knights, nobody is on first, second, or third base, so they don't got to worry about anybody coming home. Taylor ready to see if she can make some damage happen. If the score is 10-0 or more after this inning, the ball game will be concluded. And nice play there by the third baseman to be able to make that play. That's going to be Carter. Cheyenne Carter able to make the play there for the Knights. And that's going to be one out for the Cavaliers in the top of this fifth inning. Now up to bat is the seventh hitter in the lineup, Brooke Patterson. Patterson is going to get hit right in the back. Oh my goodness. She takes one right there, but hey, that's battle scars right there, and that's going to put her on first base. She's definitely feeling that one right now. Looks like she's grinning it off. You love to see it. Like Brandon, or excuse me, not Brandon, like Roger, one of our other commentators likes to say. It gives you a good old tattoo for the next day. You like to have those old battle scars and those good old tattoos on you. And Edens is going to be the next batter for the Cavaliers. Pitches away, and it's going to be a bunt laid down, but it is able to get foul there for Edens. Edens has the 0-1 count with Patterson there on first base after the hit bat. Dudgeon wants to be able to get out of this inning, if at all possible. This game is still nowhere near over. Patterson, a little bit of a funky slide, to say the least. It looked like she slid with her hands down there, both of her hands on the ground, but hey, it got the job done. She's at second base safe. Pitches away from Dudgeon. And Edens missed it. That's going to be another pass ball. Patterson able to keep her left tippy toe on the bag. Nice job there from Patterson. Able to advance there to third base. That's 2 stolen bags on 2 straight pitches there from Brooke. Looks like that hit, that little ball there on her back, didn't mean nothing to her. She still got the speed that she had. Wonder if she'll do it at home plate here. 3 stolen bags on 3 straight pitches. Let's see. Pitches away. And the pitch is going to be low. And that will be a strikeout on Edens. That'll put her away with 2 outs. And for the 9th hitter in the lineup is going to be Ava Price. Price wants to see if she can get her teammate home. After Price will be the top of the lineup. Patterson eager to get home. Dudgeon pitches away on the outside edge. It's going to be a called strike, 0-1. For those of you just tuning in, welcome into the Greenbrier Valley channel. I am your host, Matthew Thomas, this evening. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. If this game is won by Greenbrier West, which as of right now appears it is, they will move on to the state tournament. If it is won by Mount View, the game will extend, this series will extend. The best 2 out of 3 game series will move on to another day. So, yeah, pretty much. The Cavaliers were able to take game 1 of this series 12-0 on Monday evening. And if they're able to take the game this evening, they will move on to Charleston in the state tournament. They've scored 18 runs in this series and not allowed a single run yet. But Mount View, let's see if they can change that here in the bottom of the 5th inning here in just a little bit. Dudgeon, the pitch is away. It's going to be on the outside edge for a ball. The count is 1-2 as the Cavaliers have an eager Brooke Patterson there on third base, wanting so badly to steal that home plate after they whacked her in the back. Dudgeon definitely didn't intentionally do that, as that was her only hit batter of the night. Ava Price chokes up with 2 strikes. Dudgeon pitches away, and she swings and misses. The ball's going to hit the ground. And nice play there by the catcher and the first baseman. And that's going to move us on to the bottom of the 5th. This game will continue. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas, from the Greenbrier Valley channel. Do not go anywhere, folks. We'll be back.
Reno Medical Center is located in the heart of Reno and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Reno Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
All righty, and we are back at Mountain View High School as Greenbrier West is facing Mountain View High School. The Mountain View Knights this evening. Mountain View has been a really great regular season team, but unfortunately in this three-game series, what could possibly be against Greenbrier West, they have not yet to score a run, and their offense is fantastic on paper. They have 5 hitters batting over a 380, and that is very difficult to do. So, unfortunately, that hitting it hasn't shown up yet this series. Number 16, Cheyenne Carter, is going to see if she could do her best to change that narrative. She's going to get a pitch on the outside for ball number 1. Honestly, regardless of whether you're a Mountain View fan or Greenbrier West fan, you'd like to see a little bit of a close game here. Get a little bit more action here. Cheyenne Carter going to see if she can do that for Mountain View. She's batting .461 on the season. And in this lineup, she bats 5th, so a little bit of a cleanup. Not quite in the cleanup spot, but the girl right after the cleanup. But almost hitting 50% of the balls that is pitched to her this season. Pitches on the outside edge. No call there. It's going to be a 2-1. 2-1 on Cheyenne Carter. Carter on the season also has a dinger, so she'd love to have another one. That one's going to drop right over the head of Ava Price into the center field at Brooke Patterson. And right there, that is all you need there to get a little bit of a spark going here for Mountain View. That's going to put her in. That's going to put a runner on first base. And if you're going to start a rally if you're Mountain View, this is the way to do it. I mean, you could bring this game all the way to 7 innings, score 2 runs each inning, boom, you're tied. I mean, that's much easier said than done, but that is still a very possible outcome in this game. And now up to bat for your Knights is going to be Cheyenne Belcher. Belcher, the second baseman this evening, is going to see if she can create some damage and do something to be able to get her girls back in this game. Kendall Taylor, though, has other plans. Taylor pitches away. It's going to be low, and it's going to be fouled. And that will even this count at 1-1. So far this season, Belcher is batting .397 on the season. She swings and misses. And we're going to have a steal attempt. Oh, my goodness. They tried to get her in scoring position. And she's going to be out. Looks like she was unhappy there with the call, but the throw beat her there by several feet. And I believe we got a 1-2 count right here. That will empty the bases and give 1 out. Excuse me, no, we got a new batter. Tessler is going to be the batter here. That'll put us at 2 outs, excuse me. Taylor pitches away on the outside edge. It's going to be a ball. Taylor wants to put this 5th inning away as quickly as she possibly can, and she's doing some quick work to start it out. Nice stop there by Adkins in the backstop. So it's fastball. Try to get it past her. Not quite able to. 2-2. Pretty nice weather out here as well. As you can see, our little weather thing down there at the bottom right. As you can see, it is 69 degrees here, so pretty nice. A little bit cloudy, but overall a very nice evening here in Welch County at Mountain View High School. So, yeah, nice little weather pattern there. I'll just change to 68. So getting a little bit chillier as the night is coming along. Taylor pitches away. This ball is popped up. Brooklyn Atkins able to make the play. And that's going to do it here for the bottom of the 5th inning. We're going to move on to the top of the 6th. I'm Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Channel. And wait, I might not be gone. Let's see. That might be the end of the game here. Let's see. I don't believe it is. I do not believe that is the end of the game. I will see you guys at the top of the 6th inning. This is Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Sports Channel. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, and we are back. This is Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Sports Channel. This is the pop-up from Tessner, and a nice catch there by Atkins to be able to make the play. That ball didn't go very high up in the air at all, so that's great awareness from Atkins to throw off her mask ASAP and to be able to make the play. But Atkins, not much of a smile there. She's pretty much down to business. She's ready for the next play, and she wants to get the win and move on to the state tournament. And the Cavaliers here are now back up to the top of their lineup here in the top of the 6th inning. It is 6-0, the Cavaliers lead. And as you can see on your screen right here, thank you so much to our sponsors. We have 4 of them this evening. Steve's Towing. I won't charge an arm and a leg. All I want is a tow. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home. Park Center. For everything outdoors, choose Park Center. And Treadway's Dirt Work. Nothing's too dirty for us. Appreciate all of our sponsors this evening. And like I mentioned earlier in our broadcast, if you are interested in sponsoring or partnering with our channel, please make sure you send us a message. And thank you so much to our sponsors this evening. Appreciate our sponsors. We wouldn't be able to do it without you 4 sponsors this evening. Thank you all so much for being able to help us with the funds to be able to have these games day in and day out. And let's get back to some ball. Briley Redden is the batter, and she's going to watch ball 1 to the outside as Dudgeon is still the pitcher here for the Mount View Knights. Dudgeon done a great job here at damage control this evening. I mean, this game could be a 15-run game if Dudgeon hadn't have held it. I mean, she's had a double play all by herself and done several other things. She's done a fantastic job this evening, but unfortunately, the bats have not complimented her this series. Greenbrier West has outscored Mount View 18-0 so far in this series. And Briley Redden wants to keep that going. Redden, this is her 4th time batting this evening. Dudgeon feels it in the dirt. Pitches away. Low and outside. 3-0 count. Redden will be more than likely watching this next pitch. And visibly frustrated is the pitcher, Dudgeon, as the catcher threw it a little bit low there. Dudgeon, see if she can make something happen here. Dudgeon, the pitch is away, and it is going to be on the inside corner for strike number 1. Dudgeon wants to see if she can be able to put away Redden. You definitely don't want Redden to be one of your first runners, especially with Porter, the speedster, up on deck. Redden with a little bit of a grin. Gets the pitch from Dudgeon. And that is possibly the slowest changeup I've ever seen for ball 4. She was trying to get Redden to think about it for a few eternities and get her to swing. But unfortunately, Redden did not bite the bullet. And now Porter will come up to bat. She's the second batter in the lineup and also leads Greenbrier West with 23 steals this season. Porter chokes up heavily on the bat, shows bunt. They're going to move Redden over to second base, and it's going to be into the outfield. But nice job there by the center fielder, Cook, to be able to keep Redden from moving to third base. But that'll move Briley Redden nonetheless into scoring position. Dudgeon wants to try to put Porter away. What you want to do here if you're Mount View is to focus on outs. You don't want this game, I mean, it's already a 6-0 game, so try to control the damage as much as possible. Porter tried to lay down the bunt. Not quite able to. The count's going to be 0-2. Looks like a little bit of discussion there from the home dugout of Mount View, and we are back. Porter still choking up on her bat. Pitches away, and it's going to be a little bit to the outside for ball 2. 2-1 is the count. A little bit more discussion there by Porter with her coach, Coach Price. Redden ready to steal there. Redden definitely could have got away with the steal there, but the last thing you want to do if you're Greenbrier West is get an out on the base pads here. So good job there by Coach and Redden to not make any dumb outs on the pads, to try to make Dudgeon work for it. Dudgeon, the pitch is away, and that one's going to be low, and it will make it to the backstop. That's going to advance Redden to third base and get the speedy Porter, who will most likely steal second here. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is going to be number 10, Maddie Fields, the senior. Yeah, it doesn't look like Mount View is too worried. They're focused on Maddie Fields here as they don't have anybody at second base. Porter will probably go ahead and steal second. And the ball is there. And the steal is made there by Diane Porter. And that'll make the count 1-0. Like I mentioned earlier, damage control is a big thing here for Mount View if they're going to have any chance to stay in this game. Fields looks at one outside. It's ball 2. 2-0 is the count. Porter's on second. Redden's on third. Fields is your third hitter in the lineup. So far this season, she's batting .383. She's also got 4 home runs, 6 triples, and 8 doubles. If that, I mean, there's no other way to say that she does it all other than those stats right there. Fields is going to get a strike as she watches one on the outside edge to make the count 2-1. Dudgeon, understandably so, is a little bit frustrated there visibly at the pitcher's mound, kind of spinning the ball in her hand, but she's not one of the pitchers that's going to be super easily rattled. Her low ERA shows it. And Fields is going to hit one to the ground. Nice stop there by the second baseman, and she's just going to eat it. That's probably the best decision if you could have made it there. And that will put runners on first and second for Greenbrier West. And the score is 7-0. Honestly, when dealing with Fields or Porter, they're both so fast that you might as well just bite the bullet right there. So good decision there by the shortstop. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers is number 2, Presley Treadway. Treadway shows bunt. She pops it straight up, and it is going to stay foul. It looked like it was saying fair there for a second, but it did not. Treadway's going to go back to the box. Got a little excited there. It was on the white chalk there. It looked like it was going to be one of those rare instances of the ball rolling on the white chalk and staying there and not moving. Treadway sees it from Dudgeon. Shows bunt again. And that time she lays it down. That's a better bunt. And this one's going to get away. She throws it to the outside. That's going to score Porter. That's going to move Fields to third. Presley Treadway to second. And Fields is going to come in to score as well. 9-0 game here. Presley Treadway is able to reach second on an error. Unfortunately here this evening, Mount View has not been able to, they really haven't had anything go their way, to be honest with you. They've been beating themselves with errors. They've had several passed balls as well. Let's see if they can make up for it here, though, in the bottom of the sixth. Brooklyn Atkins, the catcher, is next. She's going to bunt it as well. And she's just going to hold it. The catcher will hold it. That's going to advance all runners. And now we got runners on the corners. And there is still no outs in this top of the sixth inning. The Cavaliers have been able to cause a lot of damage here so far, scoring 3 runs and trying to shut the door here. And now up to bat is the senior Kendall Taylor, who's also been the pitcher this evening. Dudgeon to Taylor. Taylor swings at a pitch that's very low. She was likely told to do that, to try to move Atkins up to second base. And the job was done, as runners are now both in scoring position with nobody out. The count is 0-1 here on Taylor. Dudgeon looks over at third base. Pitch. And that one is low. She swings at that one. It's going to score Treadway. And it is 10-0. And oh my goodness, Brooklyn Atkins is going to steal as well. Oh my goodness. We got an 11-0 to ball game, and that'll clear the bases. Greenbrier West leads 11-0. And they explode here in the top of the sixth inning with 5 runs to shut this game out. Greenbrier West is not giving Mount View a chance to come back in this ball game. And Taylor with her little Minecraft bat, is what it looks like, is ready to see if she can whack this one out of the park with her free rein. And they are going to call strike 3 here. And that's going to be out number 1 of the inning. And the 7th hitter in the lineup is Brooke Patterson, the center fielder, and the lone lefty in the lineup for West. Patterson gets one low. It's going to be ball 1. Patterson sees it. And that one's going to be on the corner for strike 1. All right, Patterson, here she comes. 1-1 count. Dudgeon. A little bit low there. Ball is called. 2-1 is the count. Dudgeon definitely showing frustration there on the circle. Pretty frustrated. I mean, understandably so, unfortunately. Had the game within reach until this 6th inning. And pretty much everything has gotten away from the Knights, as they have allowed 5 runs, some earned and some unearned. Honestly, I would say almost the majority of the runs for the Knights have been unearned. Patterson gets a whack at that ball with her bat, and it's going to be foul to draw the count full at 3-2. Dudgeon walks to the back. And she's ready to wound it up and get out of this inning. The pitch is away, and it's going to be low, and Patterson walks. That's going to put her on first base. And that'll put Edens here in the 8th spot for the Cavaliers. As the Cavaliers are almost up to their 5th time batting in the lineup. You don't see that too many times, unless there's a lot of runs. Low pitch there, and that Patterson's had some funky slides today, but I'm not going to judge because they're working. Ball 1 on Edens. Patterson trying to set the Greenbrier West school record for the most stolen bases in a game. Pitches away from Dudgeon. It's low. 2-0 is the count. So far, Greenbrier West has scored 23 runs in this series. Mount View going to see if they can score their first in the bottom of the 6th inning. Edens choking up on her bat just a tad. Pitches away. And called strike there. 2-1 is the count. Edens, as I mentioned earlier in our ball game, only 9 games played, so a little bit of inexperience here from Edens, but it's nice to be able to get her in the ball game. She got to start today, which was nice to see. She's been doing a great job with her improvements. She swings and misses there. I'll make it a 2-2 count. Edens swings at a very low pitch, and I believe that got foul. Yes, it did. That's going to make this a 2-2 count. Or excuse me, stay at a 2-2 count. Dudgeon. The junior pitches away. That one is about 3 miles high from Charmco, and that's going to allow Patterson to steal and make the count full at 3-2. Patterson now just a few feet away. From home plate. Edens ready to go to battle. And the pitch is going to be low. Called ball 4. And that's going to put Edens on first base. And now for the 9th batter in the lineup is Ava Price. She comes back up. The next time for the Cavaliers, our next batter, Briley Redden, which unless if we see a double play, we will see her. And it looks like we are going to have some substitutions in this game. As soon as I get the substitutions for you, I will let you guys know. Looks like number 2, which is Miss Hood. And also Cook is coming out of the game as well. And it appears that Dudgeon will stay in the game for the Knights. So she will stay in the circle. As coach discusses. To try to make some adjustments, maybe get some of the younger members of the team a little bit of experience here in regionals. And we are back to playing some softball. Let's do this thing. And excuse me, I apologize. We do have a new pitcher on the mound. Or excuse me, in the circle. I apologize. We do not have a new pitcher in the circle. Dudgeon just took her glasses off. Telling you what, people can look a whole lot different whenever they don't have their FBI cover on, so that makes it a lot easier to see her now. And it looks like both teams might be making some substitutions. Let's see where the discussion is. Looks like we have some discussion going over on the Greenbrier West side. Nice job there by Joe Sharp, our cameraman, to be able to get as much view as possible as all these events are happening around Mount View High School, which is where the game is played today. Overall, though, nice weather here from Welch County. It is 68 degrees right now, a little bit cloudy here at the ballpark, as you can see. And the girls playing a little bit of catch, trying to make sure they stay loose and warm. And currently, it looks like we have a little bit of a weather change, slightly chillier, 66 degrees on the bottom right of your screen. And we are back to playing some ball. Runners on the corners for the Cavaliers. Price shows bunt. Nice job there by the catcher. Oh, nope, not a good throw by the catcher. Never mind. It's going to put Patterson at home. She's going to score. And that'll move the runner to second base. West leads 12-0, and this is what the score was at the end of our ball game at at Western Greenbrier. So Cavaliers looking like they're going to try to outdo that score. Price, she saw ball one. Throws it on the outside edge. One and one is the count here. Pitches away here. A little bit low, but Price able to get a piece of it. And it looked like it went off the foot of Belcher, I believe is what happened. Yes, it did. So that'll be another error, unfortunately, on the Knights. And the Cavaliers are now back up to the top of the lineup. And now up to bat for the Cavaliers. We got some lineup changes here, as I mentioned earlier. It's going to be number 4, Ella Berry, batting for Greenbrier West. Berry, a freshman, her first time getting in a bat this postseason. Alrighty. She pitches. It's away. Little bit low. And Price is going to be able to snatch second base. That'll make the count 0-2 as Barry swung and missed. But both runners are going to be in scoring position here in McDowell County. Pitches away from Dudgeon. And that ball is going to make it to the backstop. And they tell the runners just to stay. 1-2 is the count. Ava Price chokes up on her bat a good bit. Going to have to defend the plate and make some contact here. Pitches away, and she swings on, or excuse me, not Price, but Barry. Barry swings on and misses. And she will strike out there on the play. And that'll be 2 outs here for West. And now up to bat for your Cavaliers is going to be number 16, and it looks like, do we have another lineup change? O'Neal is up to bat now. Pitches away, and it is a strike. Missed there by O'Neal. Dudgeon gets it. A nice piece of batting there but it's going to hit just foul. That's going to be an 0-2 count here on O'Neal. O'Neal, the 0-2 count, is going to try to defend the plate. Swung on and missed. The ball hits the dirt, and she's not going to make it to first before the inning will end on the top of the sixth. That will bring us to the bottom of the sixth now. Greenbrier West leads Mount View 12-0 here, which is the same score we had down at Western Greenbrier. Mount View is going to have one more chance here in the bottom of the sixth to see if they can make some damage happen against the Cavaliers. I'm Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere.
Renown Medical Center is located in the heart of Renown and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Renown Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
Alrighty, and we are back at Mount View. Sort of, kind of. A little bit of technical difficulties again. For those of you that weren't here at the beginning of our broadcast, I mentioned we are remote this evening, as McDowell County is a little bit of way, and we're doing this game, like I mentioned, remotely. We're going to bring you back to our beautiful view of a power pole, as we've got our producer, Harry Vance, working and checking on the game right now to try to get it back up and running for you guys in the bottom of the sixth inning. But as of right now, the Greenbrier West Cavaliers lead the Mount View Knights 12-0 in the bottom of the sixth. And unless if the Knights can get, and anybody can correct me in the Facebook comments or the YouTube comments, I believe if there's not 4 runs scored here, at least, by Mount View, this game will be over. So, and that will be Greenbrier West moving on to the state tournament. So we will see how the rest of this game goes. But as we work on the rest of these technical difficulties, so far this has been an overall really good game for the Cavaliers on both sides of the ball. They've batted really well. They have pitched extremely well. Kendall Taylor not allowing a single run, and she didn't even have a base runner until, I believe, the 4th inning. So she did an excellent job this evening keeping runners off the base pads and really doing a fantastic job in the circle this evening. And then Phoebe Dudgeon for the Mount View Knights, she's done a great job as well, but unfortunately there's been several pass balls and errors as well, which have led to some mistakes. But we're back at it right now. Let's do this thing. And it looks like we got a strikeout here right as soon as we come back, and that'll be 1 away here for the Knights. And now batting for the Knights will be number 23, Malaya Barnes. She is up at the top of the lineup, the first batter to face. Pitches away from Taylor. Ball's low. 1-0 count. Atkins spots her. And Barnes chokes up on the bat a good bit. And she did a great job choking up, and Price not able to make the play. Nice job there by Barnes to be able to get one of the lone hits of the night for the Knights. Maybe get a little bit of a spark going. Barnes just a sophomore, so you're going to be seeing her for a couple more years. And that's one of the bright spots here for this Knights team. They only have 2 seniors on this whole ball team. So, yes, definitely filled with youth. Strike number 1. Is going to go to number 20, Atwell. Atwell, the junior, seeing if she can make something happen here. Possibly the last inning of the season. And that's going to be it. Strike 3. That was the third out. And the Cavaliers will move on to the state tournament. Sorry, apologize for those of you that were just tuning in and missed most of the top of the bottom of the 6th. We had some technical difficulties, but nonetheless, if you saw the first 5 innings, you did not miss a thing. The Cavaliers were able to win by the exact same margin that they did down at Western Greenbrier, and they're able to take down the Mount View Knights 12-0 here, and that will do it for this ball game. I want to thank our sponsors this evening. Steve's Towing. I won't charge an arm and a leg. All I want is a tow. Reno Medical Center, excellent health care right at home. Park Center, for everything outdoors. Choose Park Center and Treadway's Dirt Work. Nothing's too dirty for us. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors this evening for making this a great ball game as the girls make a circle around the circle this evening as the ball game comes to a close. They're going to lead prayer this evening. Love to see the community coming together and both teams coming together. And also for those of you, I just got word in just a few seconds ago from our producer that if you would like to see the bottom of the 6th inning, it was recorded and will be on our Facebook page later on. So, yeah, if you guys would like to see anything that you may have missed, you can always go back onto the Facebook page. And we're going to be hanging around anyway for a little while to make sure nothing else happens, coaches' interviews, all that good stuff. But I appreciate you guys for tuning on to the Greenbrier Valley channel. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas. We will be right back with a few announcements. Alrighty, and we are back from the Greenbrier Valley Channel as Greenbrier West is getting their regional title. They are the champions of Class A Region 3 this season, and they're going to move on to Charleston. If I'm able to get any seating announcements, whether by message or whether somebody telling me, I will let you guys know before we jump off the broadcast. But I do not know what seat Greenbrier West is going to be yet. But like I said, I will let you guys know as soon as it is announced. And you can see Maddie Fields holding up the little piece of wood right there as their trophy. It doesn't look like they have a regional plaque. So, oh. All right. And as you can see, all the coaches hugging the players, all that good stuff. You love to see the players and the coaches being hand in hand with everything, and the fact that the fans are such a big part of the game for the Cavaliers. You absolutely love to see it. And these girls do a really hard job throughout the season. And now they got a battle in Charleston. They were at Charleston a few years ago, but unfortunately haven't been there the last couple seasons. So we'll see if they can make some damage going there this season. Like I said, make sure you guys are following the Greenbrier Valley channel if you guys aren't already on Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube. That way you guys can get the latest announcements on what the seating is going to be for Greenbrier West. As soon as I hear about the seating and as soon as it is announced, I will let you guys know. So that way, if it's not on stream here on live, I will let you know on the Facebook channel, or one of our producers will let you know. So make sure you guys follow the Greenbrier Valley channel so you don't miss what the seating will be for the Class A state championship. It's going to be a good one. Super excited to see what teams make it into it this year. But yeah, love to see the little Barnwood Builders plaque donated. The little piece of wood, as you can see them holding up the little goofy regional trophy. Absolutely love to see it. And the girls messing around, goofing around, just having some fun, enjoying spending time with each other. And that's what you love to see, these girls being able to hang out, especially as this team is absolutely loaded with seniors. So, I mean, this is the last. You never know when the last game will be for some of these girls. And the fact that they're able to hang out, spend some time with each other, means more to not only the players and the coaches, but the parents than anything else. But anyways, I appreciate all you guys. I'm going to give one more shout out to all of our sponsors. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do. Steve's Towing. I won't charge an arm and a leg. All I want is a tow. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent healthcare right at home. Park Center. For everything outdoors, choose Park Center. And Treadway's Dirt Work. Nothing's too dirty for us. Anyways, there's Maddie Fields, as you can see, getting interviewed by WVVA. WVVA also doing a great job trying to get the best games out there. Love to see it. But anyways, I appreciate you guys so much for joining the Greenbrier Valley channel. One more time, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys follow the channel. That way you don't miss any announcements for seating. You guys don't miss any announcements for anything else. I'm your commentator and your host, Matthew Thomas, and also our producer, Harry Vance, and our amazing cameraman, Joe Sharp. This is Matthew Thomas, so long from the Greenbrier Valley channel. And we will see you guys in the next live video. God bless everyone.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.